It's your host, Electronic Leader here, and today we are going to be showing you how to use Scorch. I think this is episode 3. No, it's episode... Is it episode 3? Yeah, because I did a last Titan standing video, but today, basically, I'm going to teach you how to use the freaking flame beast of them all, Scorch. The enemy that burns everybody's health. But you probably shouldn't use Scorch how you'd expect to use Scorch. Scorch is more of a defense Titan. The thing I did right here, I do not recommend doing. Alright, I got him. Anyway, the way you use Scorch normally is to be very defensive. Like, you want to sit around corners or doorways or walkways or stuff like that. When you sit in doorways and walkways and stuff like that with him, you basically need to like throw your flames at stuff where the enemies are, you know where they are, and you just defend that area for a bit, and push up a little bit. Scorch is more defensive than he is an aggressive Titan. But anyways, I'm gonna go over what my classes I use for Scorch. I basically run Extra Dash, Inferno Shield, and Dome Shield. Basically why I do this is I'll explain. His Extra Dash, you know, makes him a little faster because he's already so slow as it is. Giving him, you know, a little bit more movement when he uses it. Inferno Shield basically does extra damage with the shield, which I'll get into that later. And Dome Shield, you know, just protects him pretty much for when he drops in. I don't think it's good for LTS, but whatever. I have it on anyway to talk it out. Anyways, like I said, the way to use them is to stay in narrow rooms and kind of play more defensive when you're using Scorch, but Scorch has many other ways you can use them to some extent. You just want to be out on the outside of the map more. You want your teammate to be the person that they're concentrating on, and you want to go around them and flank them and burn them with your shield basically, or shoot them in the back with your flamethrower. Scorch has a few other things you can do. Playing aggressive with Scorch is very bad unless you're doing it against Legion. Feel free to rush a Legion if he's like, you know, a little distance away from you. Otherwise, you'll take a lot of damage if he's far away from you. But if you can catch up to Legion, you can burn him. He can't do anything basically. I mean, he's the only Titan slower than Scorch, so. I mean, he does a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong. Legion's a powerful Titan. But he's not, you know, he's not as good as Scorch for killing. I mean, he does more damage than Scorch, though. That's why I recommend using him sometimes. But Scorch basically, you know, hold down hallways, hold down little doorways, stuff like that. He's basically a defensive Titan, and he basically can support for the team. But he also can play aggressive at the same time. Like if an enemy's on range or something like that, don't be afraid to run out there and try to kill your enemy. Like that, basically. Alright. But anyways, like I said, feel free to kill your enemies in this mode. And rush in with them if you really need to. If you don't have to rush in with Scorch, then don't do it, basically. Basically saying, if you have to rush in with them, don't feel free. Yeah, alright, I got the clutch there. But anyways, it just depends on the situation. If the enemy's really low on health, then run in there, either burn them with your shield or finish them with the thermite if they're on warning. But other than that, I don't recommend rushing with Scorch. It's pretty much a bad idea. Just waiting to happen. Because this gun, which I'm going to get into right now, is thermite launcher. It does a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but it takes 5 seconds to reload it, and you can't reload while you're using your shield. So basically, you're defensive for those 5 seconds you're reloading with Scorch. So when you're back there reloading with Scorch's weapon, your enemies are coming in there trying to kill you. So basically you have no choice except to stand out in the open and reload. I know from experience, because I've used Scorch quite a few times and tried to rush in with him, and Ion and all them do way more damage before he can even reload his weapon. And so normally sitting in little hallways, little corner ways is the only way to go with Scorch. The best defense, I'll tell you, it's normally his flame wall, but I also recommend throwing like little gas in there because it does extra damage. And when you throw that gas in there, it'll do more damage to the enemy. And basically the gas is triangle. It's like little bomb things. You can also shoot them with your gun to make them go off. And basically you could just sit around the corner and burn the enemy while they're trying to walk through there with that. That's like the best thing to do. But also a very good idea is to flank the enemy and just burn them and then use it aggressively. Basically throw it. There we go, I got him. But basically throw it and then rush in and try to kill him. Because it'll do extra damage even aggressively too. See what I mean? Close up with tone will not do anything for you, I'll tell you that. Alright, we're gonna go around and try to actually kill this enemy. And get the kill. Let's go. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to comment, like, or subscribe. And Electronic Leader signing out.